Morning, folks. Coffee and discussion time. Love my coffee in the morning. All right, so topic I quickly want to discuss this morning. Drinking my coffee and I'm going through my morning tweets, and I caught this one from Tobias Solom. Hey, Escape from Tarkov community. I hope you're enjoying your week. What's been the most fun part about this wipe so far compared to the last wipes? And what improvements in the progression through the wipe would you like to see? Please think about it and give her honest take. Now, who is Tobias? Tobias is the senior community manager and coordinator of emissaries for Battle State Games, and basically the guys that do Escape from Tarkov. And I think this specific question, is quite pertinent at the moment because the Cycle Frontier just released its second beta. I think Pestley is doing like a 30-hour stream, and the last time Cycle Frontier came, it was described as the closest competition, basically Tarkov in space, and the closest competition to something similar to Escape from Tarkov. The game is kind of stale at the moment. I've spoken about that before. We're 3 months into the wipe. Now, quick discussion on the feedback that it's been given. Yeah. So, and a lot of people are going about the flea market restrictions and restrictions that prolong the early and mid game. Made a world of difference. Some people are saying the tasks past level 40 are kind of stale, and I do agree with that. And then again, if you go through all of these replies, a lot of it are around doing some sort of events after the 12th week because the servers are empty. And if everything minus the flea market rep to be able to sell 3 items on the market. And then again, a lot of the responses has been around the actual changes to the flea market. So for my World of Warships players, if you are 2 minutes into this video and you're still listening, what are the flea market changes? So if you go to Escape from Tarkov, you basically have your main menu. You go to your character, and at the bottom there's a thing that says flea market, and the flea market is where you want to buy stuff. So if you pick up something in a raid, like for example, it says found in raid item, I can right click, filter by item, add an offer, and then I can actually sell that weapon on the flea market and other people can buy it. Now, to be able to get access to the flea market, you need to reach level 15. And you can see your level up here on the left. Level 15 isn't super difficult. And then you can buy stuff on the flea market. Now, some of the changes that were made to the flea market is high tier items that you can't buy anymore on the flea market. For example, and I'm just going to use these as some examples, let's hope, yeah, that's the right one. Level 6 armors, like for example, this Slick is a level 6 armor with 80 hit points. You can't buy that on the flea market anymore. Same for the Hex Grid, it's a level 6 with 50 hit points. You can't buy that on the flea market anymore. For example, the helmet that I'm wearing at the moment, if you filter by item, you see you can't buy it on the flea market anymore. M61, which is one of the better ammos for 762 by 51, is you can only buy it from one of the traders, and you can only buy 30 at a time, and you have to wait every time that it resets. To have a large quantity, you need to manufacture it yourself. The same for example, 762 by 39 BP, which is one of the high-level ammos for the AK-74 series or the CMMG Mutant. Again, you can only buy it in a limited quantity every time he resets. So if I buy those 120 rounds, which is basically 4 magazines, I can only buy another 120 rounds for 2 in the next 2 hours. Considering your raids can be 30 minutes if you survive, or less if you don't survive, that's 4 raids that you got to survive with 4 mags of ammo. It's very difficult. So a lot of people are happy about those changes. The tiers in the armor, let me explain that quickly, and the ammo. And I have to go, where is Okay, you don't want to play with. Let's do this. Sorry, there we go. No food after midnight. A Tarkov player made an ammo chart, and it lists all the types of ammunition that you get in the game and the armor class 1 to class 6, and the ammo type. So, for example, if you take 7.62 by 51 and that M61 round that I was talking to you about, it can penetrate all the classes of armor with full damage. The worse your ammo gets, the less damage that it does, which is why a lot of people... So, for example, that 760 by 39 BP can go through most armor, which is why most people buy it from the traders to try and manufacture it, etc., etc., etc. Now, the question that I want to discuss, we're only getting to this 5 minutes into this video for me, is why? Why do people find that the flea market is good? And I can only think of 3 reasons, The one is a fair advantage. In other words, equal armor, equal ammo, thus kill equals skill. In other words, what I'm saying is, if I go in with tier 4 because I can't buy tier 6 and I'm using lower tier ammo, and the other person has got equal ammo, equal armor, the kill depends on the skill, And I can think of, yes, that's a reason why people are enjoying the flea market, The other reason is the unfair advantage to you. So you have high armor versus low armor, or you have high ammo versus low armor. Thus, the kill does not equal skill. And what I mean by that is simply, if you have access to high level armor, like slicks and hex grids, which I'm running over there, and the other player has lower armor, you stand a better chance of quicker killing them. Or if you have access to high tier ammo, which they don't, and they're only running low armor, then you have a much better chance of killing them. Thus, the kill does not equal your skill. So the unfair advantage goes to you. Or even you have high tier armor and high tier ammo, like what I'm running at the moment. Thus, the kill might not equal skill. So you like the unfair advantage to you. And the other reason I think people don't like, or like the flea, is the unfair advantage to the other player. In other words, they have high tier ammo versus your low armor, or they have high tier armor versus your low tier ammo. Thus, the kill does not equal skill. So you're running with level 4 armor and they have high tier ammo. You don't like that. You don't want to see them run that because it gives them an unfair advantage and they kill you easier. Or they have a higher tier armor, like a slick or a hex, what I'm running at the moment, and you've only got lower tier ammo, and thus, if they kill you, it's not because of skill, but because they have an unfair advantage. And I'm not trying to stir or anything. I'm trying to genuinely understand the reasons here. Why is this? And I'd really like you to respond in the comments. Why do you think people are not actually enjoying, or why do you think people enjoy the flea market changes? Is it because of the reasons listed? Or is it something else? Is there something I'm missing? Anyway, please let me know. I'd love to hear your comments. And otherwise, enjoy your Thursday. Take care, everybody. As always, tell somebody you love them. And we'll speak soon. Take care. Cheers.